Your intellect is as weak as your dollar. Failure is your destiny. You disrespect yourself. You are made of stupid.
How in the fuck am I supposed to write an intro connecting the genius world of Hunter x Hunter to the delusional world of the flat earth? I'll just start with the video. Hello, I'm Server, and I like reading opinions of people I don't agree with. That's exactly how I ended up in several flat earth groups, and that's how I have an extensive knowledge of their beliefs without being an actual flat earther myself. And as I was reading page after page of flat earth mythos, I started noticing that the Hunter x Hunter world is shaped in a similar way as the flat earthers' version of Earth. Let me explain. First of all, what do flat earthers actually believe? Do they believe that if you sail far enough, you'll fall over the edge of the world like in the Pirates of the Caribbean? Well, I guess at some point they did, and maybe a lot of them still do. But nowadays, they have evolved their theory. So let me go over the basics real quick. 1. The Earth is flat. Duh, right?
2.
There's a global conspiracy agreed by all nations who, depending on who you ask, are controlled by either the Freemasons, the Illuminati, or in the best of cases, lizard people, to hide the fact that the Earth is flat, with NASA at the forefront. NASA is basically a movie studio where they produce fake footage from the International Space Station and CGI images of the Earth and space.
There's a big conspiracy.
But you might have already known that. So let's move on to 3. Antarctica is not this thingy at the bottom of the globe. It's actually a colossal wall that engulfs the whole map. That's their way of accounting for the fact that if you go in any of these directions, you will find it. It's all around us. Now, those 3 rules are the basics: Flat Earth, conspiracy, Arctic wall. But as you go down the thematically appropriate Flat Earth rabbit hole, you find the secret 4th pillar of Flat Earth. 4. There's a world beyond the wall. Our map is but a small part of the world. It's not well documented, and the government won't allow you to go to the outside world. Now let's see how the concept of the Dark Continent is introduced in the anime.
学校じゃ教えてくれない真実だ。俺たちが知ってるこの世界はとてつもなく大きな世界のほんの一部だってことにね。
The way it's introduced checks most of the basics I mentioned already. Our world is a small part of the whole, there's a way bigger world outside the boundaries of our own, and as we see in the manga, the government controls the information about said world while banning people from visiting it. This is the map of Hunter x Hunter, and this is its world map as we see it in the manga. Here's the map of our world, and this is Flat Earth's extended map. Flat Earthers have actually thought up a pretty awesome fantasy setting, centuries before actual fantasy caught up. So let's check this map a bit. We've got our world, the great wall that surrounds us, and then this ring of continents that I should point out is impossible to map out through sailing in such a detailed manner. Let's not forget that for a huge chunk in our history, we had no fucking idea that there was another half to the world that was right there, let alone sail out of something called the Summer Gate, do a lap of the world while cartographing, and come back within one lifetime. But I digress. On this ring we've got some weirdly named continents, a new pair of sun and moon, and something straight out of a fantasy book called Thoth, the Moving Island. I'm still looking for extra details on that. Unfortunately though, as we move to an outer ring, it is becoming more and more apparent that the Flat Earth movement for truth is being hijacked by trolls and lesser historians, but amazingly are still being regurgitated by actual legit Flat Earthers. There are some legit looking islands, sure. New, the Lost Cluster. That sounds fantasy-like enough. Then there's Amen, which had the old name of Ra. Mortis, Gonorrhea. Maybe let's skip this ring. The Forbidden Channel, the Island Triangle,
Tringle.
River Snake? Flat Earth's extended map is a neat fantasy idea, giving people a vast new world to explore and have adventures in, like Hunter x Hunter. After over 300 volumes, the Hunter x Hunter world is still fresh and exciting, and judging on the potential of the world building and the way it neatly embraces the characters' arcs and involves them into it, I cannot wait for the manga to be continued. The real question though is Hunter x Hunter's world actually flat? I couldn't find a real answer to that, so if you have any guesses, let me know in the comments. Also, I have tons of useless knowledge about the Flat Earth dogma, so if this video goes well, I'll see what I can put together. Thanks for watching.